Hey Internet, it is Gunter with MiniMishaps Games, and today I am going to be telling you guys about the languages of the GetherVerse. So we are going to jump right in and get you some of the languages in the GetherVerse. These are alphabetical by language, and then I'll be telling you who uses the language and anything you need to know. So first up, alphabetically, we have ancient Grammatican. Grammatican is a formation of Greco-Roman, and it is our Greek mythology language. So that is spoken by the Centauri or the Centaurs, and the Minotauri or the Minotaurs, and also obviously the Grammatican deities that are also in the GetherVerse. Next up, we've got Amaguan. And this is the language of love. It's used by bards, minstrels, secret agents, anyone who is going to be using that to further their own ends, and not really limited to a geographical area. Not to be confused with Amaguak, same word except ending in a K, which is the Atlacan name for Poseidon. Moving along, we have got Aquan. Aquan is exactly what it sounds like, aquatic, spoken by Anguillians, which are eel people, cephaloids, which are squid and octopus people, and ichthyans, which are fish people. Next, we've got Aviary, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Aviary is the bird language used by bird people. Next, we have Bryophyte. The Bryophyte language is for plant-based characters, which includes the Bryophytes themselves, plus the Musharai, which are the mushroom people. And we know that mushrooms aren't really the same as plants, but they speak the same language in this hypothetical fantasy system. Next, we've got the Buldorks, speaking their language Buldork. And this is a mixture of canid and kinetic interactions. So you actually have like punching as part of the vocabulary. So this leads to a lot of fun hijinks in linguistics. Next up, we have got Canid as the language of canids, foxkins, wolfkin, Pandaren, Ursin. Any of those are all going to be speaking Canid. Again, we know that Pandaren and Ursin are not canids in the scientific declination, but they do speak the same language in this system. Next up, we've got the Celestial language, which includes Holophire, which is the angelic humanoid species. We've got Common, which is used by everyone, but also the species that don't have their own language aside from Common includes Greygeln, Helpard, Hinterbleer, humans, and imprints all have that in common. Next up, we've got Druidic, spoken by druids. In the GetherVerse, there are several kind of class, job-based languages, so it's not just the thieves' cant. Here, the druids also get their own version of a secret language. Next, we've got Darkhorn, and it's the language spoken by Darkhorn. Demons, devils. In the other systems, it might be an abyssal language, something like that. Then we have Draconic, which, aside from the dragons, is also spoken by Drakyari, which are the humanoid, dragon-themed humanoids, and kobolds. Next is Denobri. Denobri is a lost language like ancient Grammatican, and it is spoken by a disappeared race of ancient dwarves, which is right next to our next language, Dwarvish, spoken by present-day dwarves. We've got Elemental, which is spoken by, obviously, elementals, but also the species Crystalli, which are crystal-based people, and Ignioids, which are rock-based people. We have Elvish, and the two that are in our Fists and Minds list of elves, lots of different elves, and they all speak Elvish. But the Dark Elves and the Rope Elves are the two that are in that starting core group. We have Fae Speak, which is fairies, pixies, sprites, and that genre of character. We have the Felid language, spoken by Felids, Tigrans, any cat-based person. We have Giantish, which is spoken by giants, and that was probably a hard one to guess. Gnomish by gnomes, and also by Nevils. Nevils being kind of a tiefling or a demonic aesthetic for a gnome. We've got goblins speaking goblin. Next, we've got Erbani. Erbani is another name for the bryophyte language. So the plant-based people, their language, if bryophyte isn't the term that people prefer, they may use Erbani for that same language. Next up, we've got Herpetoad, and the Herpetoad language is reptiles and amphibians. So that's going to include your Frogagogs, your Saurians, your Shellyardi, and others. Your Lizardi are in there as well. Moving on, we have Insected. The Insected language is used by Cochleans, which are snail people, Insectids themselves, and the Lepidopterans, which are butterfly people, and others, basically any. So Arakanars, any spider or scorpion-based characters, beetles, they all have separate names, but they all speak Insected. Again, knowing that some of them are technically not insects. Next, you've got Liquidian, is the language of the Liquidians. They are living metal liquid humanoids. You've got the mech language, which is for machines, constructs, cyborgs, androids, and basically those kind of connecting or computerized or mechanical characters. You've got the Mazigmi language of the Mazigmis. The Mazigmis they don't have vocal cords, and so they have a hand signing language. Mortem is the language of the dead. Orcish, the similarly named language of the orcs. And then I included Polyglot. Polyglot is a pseudo-language. It does take up a language slot on your character, but it is essentially an ability to learn languages faster and to sometimes pretend you know a language when you actually haven't learned the language. Next up, we have got Rodenta, which is going to be Balkagi, Mousekin, Ratkin, the Rabbit folk. All of those are going to be in the Rodenta linguistic language family. We have the Ungu language, which is spoken by Elephantin, and then also would be spoken by horse or deer based characters, Zebrids, all those. We have the Wobblemer language, spoken by the same group of people, Wobblemer, and same for the Yeti language, spoken by the Yeti. But that is a bunch of the GetherVerse languages. Hopefully this helps you with character creation and linguistic adventure ideas. Thank you so much for staying till the end, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks, Internet.